made it to 50.
Yay!
Me? Well, been there, done that, but always fabulous at 50. And hopefully, you too. If you are new here, welcome to OATS Uncut, Orator Academy Talks Uncut, where the conversations are unscripted, unfiltered, honest, raw, and minimally edited, if at all. And the host may sometimes forget mid-sentence what she was going to say, aka myself. Like now. Well, full disclosure, today I do have some script at hand, which I wanted to make sure that I brought some decent quality content, since I'm just talking solo today and it's not a conversation with another person whose wisdom I can leverage. So I don't know whether it's good for you or bad for you, but it's just me today. Now I know what you're thinking. 50 episodes, that's dedication. And to that I say yes, and a lot of caffeine, and maybe a couple of delusional ideas that podcasting would be easy. Though it's been a blast, it's been a lot of fun, I have to confess. So this episode I'm calling 50 Fun Facts of Communication and Coaching. And we're calling this episode the funny, the flawed, and the fabulous 50. So I'm calling it that because I think I've learned a lot during my interactions and during my career about speaking, about mics, about how children deal with communication, how adults deal with communication, about life in general, and also about how not to spill your coffee on yourself or on your equipment as you are recording this stuff. So buckle up. Whether you're here for the wisdom, laughter, or just to hear me slowly unravel in real time, you are in the right place. Now let's celebrate the chaos, the clarity, and the comedy of getting 50, flaws, giggles, and all. And I don't know if I'll last with this till the end of this episode, because a little itch here and there with the funky, funny, beautiful feathers. Well, that's why to that I tell people, wear something that is comfortable, because if it's making you uncomfortable, get rid of it. So on that note, I am going to ease one shoulder out. So now I'm a little more comfortable and yet maintaining my quirky style. All right, ready, set, go. Fact number 1, public speaking isn't scary till you make eye contact with that one kid who's always brutally honest. And once you lock eyes, you start questioning your own existence. Number 2, a well-timed pause is powerful. An accidental pause? Welcome to stage fright. Also known as the moment your brain hits buffering. Fact number 3, project your voice does not mean scream like you are being chased. Be sure, go ahead and startle the front row into clarity. And saying too much is punishable by me giving you back roll of the eye. It's the same look that your mom gives you when she's asked you to do the dishes 10 times and they're still in the sink. Fact number 5, most people aren't afraid to speak. They're afraid someone might actually listen, because then you are accountable for what you said. Number 6, you haven't lived until you've forgotten and your opening line mid-sentence, and then pretend that it was part of the plan. Guilty. Number 7, confidence is 10% skill, 90% pretending that you know what you're doing, and 100% faking eye contact while scanning for the exit. May you never be in that situation. Fun fact number 8, eye contact builds connection, unless it's a staring contest. And that's just weird. Especially when they don't blink. Get help. Number 9, volume does not equal clarity. Shouting, "I am not nervous," makes you sound more nervous. Also, your mic doesn't like you anymore. And number 10, a podium hides shaky legs, but it doesn't hide your quivering voice. But hey, at least your knees get to tremble in peace. And at that moment, at point number 10, I'd like to just start going through a few of the cards that I had received when I turned 50. It's a good time to revisit. I saved all of them. It's so much fun to go back and look, right? And I'm taking these cards as a celebration of 50, whether it's me or my podcast. So here, 50, your year to shine. Well, yes, it's our year to shine. We've done 50 today. We've almost, in 2 more episodes, we will be 52 episodes, which is worth an entire year. So we've done well. We've been consistent. So this is our year to shine, and we'll shine more in the subsequent years. Moving on. Fun fact number 11. Children are brutally honest, and one told me that my question, how life is treating you, was silly. I'm still not over it. Go back and find which episode that is. Apparently, life at 9 is all about, hey, I lost my eraser, can I borrow yours? Fun fact number 12. If a 9-year-old says, can I be honest? You are about to be roasted, and you'll never recover from that. Number 13. Coaching kids is like herding cats, but cuter, louder, and more philosophical. One just asked me if silence has a color. Number 14. When I say speak from your diaphragm, they say, what's a diaphragm? And then they giggle because they think it sounds like dinosaur. Number 15. When I hear, bro, really? I know I've established a unique connection, and I've officially been adopted by the Gen Alpha culture. All right, next card. Amazing. Once in a while, it's always nice to tell yourself you're amazing, or to hear from somebody you're amazing. So yeah, go ahead. Tell somebody they are amazing. And you know what? You'll make their day, and it'll come back like a boomerang. And they or somebody else will tell you, you are amazing. And then you know how it feels, right? So put out in the universe that you want to get back. Moving on. Fun fact number 16. My mic has picked up everything from my sniffles to my sneezes to my scratchy throat. Once it caught me whispering, well, not me, but it has caught people whispering, is this on? Be careful with mic. Number 17, my most well-planned episode, single-digit plays. My most chaotic one, viral. Apparently, the algorithm likes chaos and mayhem. Go figure. Fun fact number 18, editing. It's called OATS Uncut for a reason, isn't it? You will get my stutters and my sneezes and my fumbles and my stumbles and my repetitions and everything. And my soul too. Number 19. Sometimes the moment you press record is the same exact moment your brain forgets language. And suddenly you are fluent in awkward. Number 20. We'll keep this under 50 minutes, I said. And 25 minutes later, I was still deep into the conversation, somewhere midway, nowhere close to wrapping it up. We are at point 20 now, so let's look at another card. This is fun. At 50, a healthy diet is more important than ever. 100%. I recently told somebody who was going for a very important job interview, I told them before the interview, do not have any caffeine, do not have anything that'll get you wired up. So no caffeine, no sodas, maybe have yogurt to calm your nerves down a bit. And you know what? These things do matter. So diet is important generally to be in good health and to be in a good state of mind. All right, moving on. Point number 21. Kids prepare more than adults. Adults may wing it. Kids will bring color-coded cue cards, and adults will bring iced coffee and vibe. Number 22. Sometimes a guest will drop wisdom so deep that I forget that I'm supposed to ask another question and keep the conversation on. It's fascinating. And I sit there like a stunned podcast potato. What is that? Podcast potato. Number 23. Adults will say, "Oh, that's a great question." And kids will say, "Why are you asking me that?" And both those questions make me feel very insignificant, inadequate, and make me question my career choice. Number 24. Some guests will ask for the questions ahead of time. And some children will say, "Surprise me." They answer often like very seasoned philosophers. They're quite deep thinkers. Fascinating. Number 25. I once asked a kid what clarity meant, and they said, "When my mom finds her phone." Honestly, that tracks. Time to pick up another card that I got at my 50th, which is a bathtub, a beautiful bathtub with a nice little lamp on top and other things that make you feel good. You know why? Yes. It's important to take care of yourself. Self-care is most important. Rather than expecting the outside world or anybody else coming and taking care of yourself, learn to take care of yourself. If you are feeling good, you will deliver better. You will have a better productive outcome and performance. So relax a bit. Self-care is important. Moving on. Number 26. Big words don't necessarily make big impact. Unless you understand them yourself and you can say them. I had a student I was working with, an adult lady, who, when I gave her a task to prepare, she came back with the script with very beautiful, big, fancy words. I was rather impressed when I read it. Then I asked her to speak it, and she kept stumbling at those words. And I felt so sad for her, because here she was trying so hard to impress me by using the big words, and that was so counterproductive and counterintuitive. See, the accent is still a problem. And pronunciation sometimes too, but it happens to all of us, isn't it? So I told her, I said, "Listen, I want to feel what you're feeling when you write. Use the words you're most comfortable with, because it's the message that's important. It's not the garb that the message comes in. Garb is important, but it shouldn't take away from the message." Number 27. If you can't explain it to a 10-year-old, then you don't understand it yourself. Number 28. Articulate is a code for you that you sound way more confident than I expected. Oh, so articulate. Bonus points if you didn't say "like" 5 times in one sentence. Number 29. I once corrected a kid's grammar. They turned back and corrected my attitude. Number 30. Those little ones are pretty mighty little humans. Number 30. When kids mispronounce anxious, it's adorable. When adults do, not so much. Unless they are British and every mistake still sounds charming. Okay, we've covered 30 points. Let's pick up another card. Ooh, dress it up. Look good, feel good. Not vanity, not being shallow. Looking good makes you feel good, but as long as it's something that you're comfortable in. Don't follow a trend, be the trend setter. And you know what? Be aware of what the trend is. There's power in knowledge. But at the same time, don't be just following blindly. Make sure you look good in how you present yourself. I can't be you. You cannot be me. So why even try? Let's rock our flawsome selves, right? Number 31. I love a schedule and continuity, as you can tell, 50 weeks of regular podcasting. But my students love to ignore it very creatively. And then they argue their way into a new agenda. Number 32. Kids plan better than me sometimes. One of my students had a speech, had a backup speech, and just in case joke. How brilliant is that? Number 33. Color-coded calendars are great until you forget what the colors stand for and mean. Whether pink was for podcast, pink was for pizza. Priorities. Number 34. 5 more minutes means nothing in the podcasting world or in parenting. Both involve negotiations, delays, and snacks. Gotta be ready for that. Roll with the punches, as they say. 35. I once tried to time an episode to 10 minutes and it ended at almost 30. It turns out talking is my cardio. We're at 35. Time to pick up another card. This one says wisdom, strength, and grace. It is so beautiful, so meaningful. These 3 words really are so important to embody. Wisdom, strength, and grace. May we be wise enough to make the right choices. May we have the strength to carry with conviction, carry ourselves through with conviction, and may we do it with grace. How beautiful. 3 words and so deep and so meaningful. Moving on. Point number 36. Every mistake is a learning opportunity, especially when it's recorded and live on YouTube and lives on YouTube for eternity. Right? I sometimes can watch my episodes myself because I'm so critical of myself. I'll keep finding flaws. Even when somebody will come and tell me that they enjoyed it. And I did this to myself even with my 16 years of radio experience. I would initially record myself doing radio program and come back and listen to it, and I almost hated what I was doing. And then there were people telling me how brilliant it was, and that's how I survived 16 years, because it was a very popular show. But I was critical then, and I continue to be critical now, but I'm a little more forgiving now than I was before, but I'm still quite critical. But every experience is a learning opportunity, so I appreciate the opportunity to learn. Number 37, kids grow fast emotionally and intellectually. Though they may not navigate through life on a day-to-day basis the way you want them to, but they are deep and they are smart. Number 38, I learn something new from each episode. Mostly, how flawsome I am, right? Number 39, the person who learns the most in every conversation is me. Even if all I do is learn to gracefully derail. It is a challenge to take on an unscripted conversation, because sometimes your guest is nervous and sometimes you are also having second thoughts as to how the conversation will flow. I remember I was interviewing one of the political figures around me in my town, and when I reached out to them, they were nervous to sit down with me and have this very casual chat. And they said to me, I'm going to be nervous. And I told them, I said, as the moderator of the conversation, I guarantee you that I'll make it so seamless and fun to enjoy. I will not let anything happen that will make you feel uncomfortable or at a loss or stressed. This is to be enjoyed and have fun with. And honestly, I told them when they asked me, almost panicking, how long the conversation would be, and I told them 10 to 15 minutes. And then when I closed and I said we went over time, they said, how long did we speak for? And I said 18 minutes. They said, it didn't feel like 18. It felt like probably under 10 minutes. So I told them, I said, see, that was my promise to you, that you will seamlessly go through it and enjoy your time. All right, number 40. Now, interesting, 40, I say 40, but I live in the United States where I think the pronunciation is 40. I somehow still can't get myself to say 40. I find it a little rough and harsh. 40. sounds slightly softer. But that's the semi-Indian, semi-British pronunciation that I'm used to and I'm kind of still holding on to. But I think this is one of those words that I pronounce and people will ask me to repeat myself and correct, or they didn't get what I said. They'll think I'm saying 14. So it's 40 in American and 40 in English. Fun fact number 40. You don't need a PhD to drop wisdom. You just need to be brutally honest and maybe under 15 years of age, because then you're more open about it. You're not so worried about who's saying what. All right, now that we've covered 40 points, time for another card. And this is a fabulous peacock. So yeah, when you dress good, you look good and have that confidence in yourself, be the peacock and spread your feathers and dance and have fun with life. Don't worry about what, who, stage fright, judgment, none of that. Just think of having fun and looking your best and shining the best light on yourself and living each moment to the fullest. Dance like the peacock. Love to dance in the rain. Not literally, it's metaphorical, right? Fun fact number 41. Clarity is when the room goes quiet and nobody's confused. Or they are slightly stunned that you finally made sense. Whatever it is, it works. Number 42. Confidence is pretending your knees aren't shaking and owning the mic like it's your happy place and it's your therapy session. Control. Number 43. Courage is raising your hand when you are not sure you have the answer and doing it anyway, because growth doesn't wait. What's the worst that could happen? You may be wrong, but at least you tried. You have the tenacity to raise your hand and offer an answer rather than just being quiet and silent and disappear in the crowd, right? Number 44. Chaos is 7 kids rehearsing speeches at the same time. It's like a TED Talk collided with a talent show. Crazy chaotic. Number 45. The quietest kid often has the most powerful story. You just have to earn their trust so you can hear it. So we've covered 45 fun facts so far. Time to pick another card. Interesting. Good laughs, good talks, and good times. This is what I think we don't do enough. Good laughs. Don't hold back a good laugh. Let it out. If you have that roof-shattering laughter, go for it. I know sometimes I'm guilty of doing that, and when you do that, it releases all those happy hormones in your body. So don't hold back. Good laugh is very good for your health and your sanity and your mindset and your confidence and your conviction. Win, 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 win. Good talks, good connections, right? It builds good connections. So good talks, intelligent conversations and great conversations and great connections. And good times, good, joyful, fun memories. Very important. Fun fact number 46. I started this podcast with one microphone, one mission, and a mildly managed chaos. And somehow here we are. Still uncut and maybe slightly unhinged, but that's okay. Only human. Fun fact number 47. I have grown, glitched, giggled, and gulped a lot of coffee through the 49 episodes that we've recorded, with a side of inspiration and a lot of secondhand wisdom. It's been a great ride. Number 48. OATS Uncut has reaffirmed my belief that perfection is boring. I'd rather be real than rehearsed any day. Number 49. If you are still listening, you are officially my most favorite listener. Thank you. I love you, and you deserve an award of my gratitude and maybe a cookie. And lastly, number 50. After all this experience, 16 years of live radio, several years of over a decade of public service, key positions, leadership positions, and 11 years of coaching, I still get nervous. And I still love every minute of it, because nerves mean you care. You care to do a good job. And I care deeply. I can't thank you all enough. All people who have been the guests on OATS Uncut, my students and the other guests who have featured on OATS Uncut podcast, to all who have given me ideas to go ahead in life or with this Orator Academy journey, to all who have watched on the other side, have enjoyed, have been entertained, have had some relief, some comic relief, or some emotional relief, or some communication relief by watching our podcasts. Thank you for the love and support. Please spread the word so that OATS Uncut can grow further and hopefully reach more people who can benefit from the content we bring. Thank you again for all your love. The journey continues. And like I say always at the end of every podcast, stay well, stay safe. Remember to love and to laugh. And have a blast. Till we meet again.